Hey folks, welcome to the Car DIY channel. Today we're working on our 2.8 liter Duramax Colorado. I love this truck, I love this little engine, and we're going to show you how to do an oil change on it. Now oil changes on these trucks are really easy. One, because it's high enough off the ground you really don't have to lift the truck up, and two, the oil filter is right here on the top. It's a cartridge style filter. So let's get started. Let's get started by draining the oil out from underneath the truck.
Are there any in here or no?
Now, if you've been on the forums, there's always a big debate about oil in every car, and of course there's one in this truck too. Now the manufacturer calls for this Dexos 2, the full synthetic 5W30, and there's a lot of guys debating back and forth over whether you need this or if you can use other stuff. Now this one actually on the back, it actually says very specifically this engine, the 2.8 liter GM Duramax Diesel Engine. Now if you go to your Chevy dealership or your GM dealership, you can pick this stuff up when it goes on sale for really not much more expensive than any other stuff. So I opted just to get the GM stuff. I know there's people out there that are saying I can save a few bucks. Not going to worry about that though. Now the one place you can save a few bucks is right over here, and that's where the filter is. Chevy wanted to charge me $30 for a paper filter. I can buy the exact same filter on Amazon for a couple bucks. So I do have a link for that filter. They have aftermarket ones, and they actually have the AC Delco ones on Amazon. Either way, you can save a lot of money getting that filter on Amazon. And then just check with your Chevy dealership, because a lot of times they do run deals, and I got all this oil for 50% off because they were running one of their sales. So the manufacturer calls for 6 quarts of oil if you're doing an oil change with a filter change. Now, I really don't know why you wouldn't do a filter change on one of these. The filters are very, very easy to change out. So we're going to show you how to do that before we do the oil. Now the oil filter here, it can be a little bit of a challenge, and that's just because this guy right here is a 27 millimeter size, and it's not the most common size for people to have laying around their houses if they just have a basic toolkit. So if you don't have a 27, try to borrow one. If you can't borrow one, you can pick just a single socket up, or you can use an adjustable wrench on that. It's just a tight space to get a wrench all the way into, and these are plastic, so you want to be careful and not round them off. We're going to get in there. So now we've got our old filter and our new filter here. The old filter just pops out of this guy like so. And then on here, you're also going to find a little O-ring. And any new filter you buy is going to come with a new O-ring. We're going to remove the old O-ring right here and put on the new one. Now something I like to do with all my O-rings when I put these on is get a little bit of oil and just lubricate that O-ring a little bit. It helps everything seat and go on a little bit smoother, and it helps make a better seal. So now with that O-ring in place, we can take the new filter, snap it in, and we're ready to install this back in the truck. Now with the filter in place, it's time to fill her up with 6 quarts of oil. So now with the oil change done, the only thing you got left to do is to go into your gauge cluster here and reset the oil distance. So we're going to go over, we're going to use our little button pad here, and we're going to scroll to the right to the little info tab, and you can go up and down, you can see here, and that is our oil distance. We're going to hit reset, and we hit reset by hitting that little check mark right there. And we go, are you sure? Yes, we're sure. And now we've reset our oil distance. So there you go, mission accomplished. We've changed the oil. Now, if you haven't already, go down below, hit that subscribe button, give me a great big thumbs up. It really does help out the channel. And leave a comment. Let me know what you think of these little diesel Duramaxes, if you've got one, or if you're thinking about buying one. Also, let me know what kind of stuff you'd like to see on the channel. And of course, thanks for watching.